shadows play. Legends come alive at the break of day. Footsteps echo loud, but no one's there. Bigfoot's lurking in the midnight air. Sovereign house beneath the moonlit gloom. Eyes that shine like fire in a room of doom. Poltergeist dancing, moving through the halls. Ancient secrets breaking through the walls. O.C.S.T, it's more than a name. Bigfoot and stuff, it's a whole new game. Chasing the truth in a silent night. Empowered by the mystery, fueled by the fright. Cryptids in your mind, let your wonder grow. The hidden world is ours to know. From the forest deep to the attic's dust. O.C.S.T, we're learning to trust. Tracks in the snow where the brave won't tread. Hidden voices calling from the things we've read. The unknown things with a haunting sound, empowering us as the tales go around. O.C.S.T, it's more than a name. Bigfoot and stuff, it's a whole new game. Chasing the truth in a silent night. Empowered by the mystery, fueled by the fight. O.C.S.T, it's more than a name. Bigfoot and stuff, it's a whole new game. Chasing the truth in the silent night. Empowered by the mystery, fueled by the fight. Fueled by the fight.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to O.C.S.T.
Bigfoot and stuff.
I'm your host, Harold, and this is
Me.
Christy.
I'm sorry, guys.
How's everybody doing?
Hey, Amber.
Let's see. We've got Grace, first one in the chat.
Grace,
see you.
Way to go, girl.
Hey, Kat. Good to see you.
Hey, Kat. Hey, Connor.
Connor.
What's up, buddy? Are you having fun?
Hey, Belinda. Good to see you.
Good day, Belinda.
Sharon Guy. Great to see you.
Always a pleasure, Sharon.
And let's see. Who else we got?
Hey, Emmy.
Hey, Emmy. Good to see you.
And I believe Amber.
Yeah, Amber. Good to see you, Amber.
PC's in there. Hey, PC. Sorry, I'm reading it off of my phone.
Hey, PC. Good to see you.
Goodens. How you feeling, Goodens?
Goodens Auto. What's up?
What did you ask? I said hello to you, dear.
How are you doing?
Are you having a good time? Sorry, giving a little humor to my possibly. Yeah, I'm not gonna go there. Survived the storms in North Texas. Praise God. So did we in North Central Oklahoma. They were bad. Yes. Woohoo! Colton's phone. He got a brand new phone. Praise Jesus. It's working after 50,000 times of trying to connect to our Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Thank you for saying that.
For telling the whole world.
I'm so sorry.
Everybody forget what they heard. Sorry. door.
My bad, y'all. I didn't hear nothing.
It was just a figment of your guys' imaginations.
Sorry if I seem a little winded, but yeah, I took my medication, and
Yeah.
sometimes it causes me to get
Feel like
short of
poop.
breath.
But so first off, before we go into everything, everybody, how's everything? I want to send out some prayers to all places that are experiencing floods. So I know Southwest Oklahoma's got it. I know Logan County's got it. I have Northeast Oklahoma's going flooding and stuff. So that and Arkansas and potentially Louisiana, and it's all moving up that way. So you guys were just saying prayers for you.
See the prayer hands in the chat, y'all.
Yes. And then pray for Sharon's granddaughter. I hope she feels better. And then we'll also keep up CBB in your prayers, because for Dad, I haven't heard anything, but we're still praying that everything's going well there. And then we're going to be praying for Colton. Colton has knee surgery on the 9th.
Yes.
And then physical therapy on his ankles tomorrow. So, did I forget anything? CJ, help me out. Did I forget anything?
Oh, she said my authorization did come back. So for tomorrow, we will see you at 8 a.m.
Okay, at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
See, physical therapy tomorrow for
That
Colton.
reminds me.
So,
Y'all remember, if you're heading towards any water, if first instinct says it looks deep, turn
hey,
around.
Jim.
Even if it doesn't look deep, if you're not very good at reading the water, don't go in it.
Yep. The famous saying is turn around, don't drown. So, hey, Jim. I saw your lives. Was it today? Yesterday?
Yeah.
I caught up on them. They're beautiful. You guys should go check him out. He's got an amazing channel with nature and rivers and
Good to see you, Jim.
mountains, and it's just beautiful. I live vicariously through Jim. And then, hey AI mode, how are you doing tonight?
Yeah, Mo.
We have to go to Dollar General.
Okay, so today's number one topic is footprints. Yesterday morning, I went outside like I do just about every morning if I'm feeling well enough, and went around the back side of the house, and there was one single footprint. There's always just the one single footprint. It's classic, of course. It's definitely a big footprint. It's not a double step like the last one. It's one single print, and it's pretty good size. It's about 15 inches. From one angle, it looks smaller, but if you look at the straight on angle, it goes pretty deep where the padding of the foot is, and then the toes are pretty long, but they're not Dogman prints. They are Bigfoot prints because they are the classic shape. But I'll get some pictures up here in a little bit to show you guys. Yeah, backyard's small, but we've got neighbors' pasture, and then another one on the other side that's got a whole bunch of trees. Pretty impressive. I mean, I think I've shown some daytime pictures of it, but if you've seen the night vision images, you can tell it's pretty good area for something to hide.
I don't even know how long, or width-wise, how wide my backyard really is. I know from it can't be more than 15 feet from barbed wire fence to the.
No, it's less than that. It's
Yeah, I know. It can't be more than that, right?
about 9 feet.
9. Well, okay.
It's about
So,
9
It's
feet
not
widthwise.
very wide. I mean, lengthwise, it goes the full length of the trailer, if not a little bit more, and down a little ways off the hill. But it's not very big.
Yeah.
And my trailer house, I mean, it's older trailer house, so it's not that well insulated. So you hear things if you're sitting inside the house and whatnot. You can hear like our neighbor's truck or whatever, or other neighbor
and
coming
then
home. But
the window to the main bedroom, it's got an air conditioner in it.
so you can hear
So
through
it's
the
got
air conditioner
The
too.
thin screens on each side, and you can actually see through. Even though they're white screens, you can actually see through them. So, no doubt something can lean down there and kind of see inside, because we can see out.
And of course, this morning Colton had every curtain open and everything, and I'm like, Colton, I said, what are you doing? He goes, I'm letting the sunlight in, and I'm like, oh, and people can see in my window.
Basically, it says maybe a bear. I would have said bear, but there are no scratch marks anywhere. They would normally mark their territory, and then they would also leave scratch marks where they walked. They would leave footprints. They don't leave footprints. The only footprints we have in this yard is cat, a little bit of dog prints, because we have cats and dogs, and then our human shoe prints, and then the big footprints. Those are the only, and an occasional deer.
Not very often,
Yeah.
for a deer.
Yeah, not very often.
Jim, no. Connor hasn't had burritos in forever. And besides, his room is not that far from us, but close.
Yeah, I know it says CRJ. Have you seen
It's
those
in
Bigfoot silhouettes with scenes painted inside them? You would be awesome at making stuff like that.
Yes, I actually have seen that, and I don't want to give away anything, but yet to come, maybe if I can find the time, I will be working on a Bigfoot campus print for O.C.S.T.
Elder Medicine Bear Claw, Tonsi, good to see you.
Oh, how are you, Ramona? But if I do get that done for O.C.S.T, it's not saying that I can't make them and sell them for anybody else who wants a Sasquatch themed canvas painted for
I share.
their
I share.
network or their channel. I mean,
Even if it's Bigfoot, I share.
enjoying myself here in Michigan. Yes, I heard you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what is the dog doing?
And you're probably tearing up the blanket.
Colton, can you take that blanket off the storm?
Colton.
He is ripping the shiz out of it.
Doggy likes to chew.
Bad girl. You be grounded.
Ugh.
Grounded for the day.
But that's all your live, or cut parts of it the other day. Ramona,
watched
that was
it.
amazing.
I watched it. It was pretty good.
You and Biggie.
Yeah.
And other people. I don't know who else was there.
Yeah. Hope you're having a lot of fun.
But anyway, that is up on the near future project, I guess you want to call it, for our CRJ design.
And
What are you? Oh, yeah, we have we got something in the mail. We got something in the mail.
what's the name of it?
Midnight or Midwest Night Watchers.
Yeah. Midwest Night Watchers.
Yeah.
If y'all watch them, that's cool.
I was hoping
If
Jane and them
yeah,
would be in here.
if y'all don't watch
Midwest
Night Watchers, y'all need to check them out. They're on YouTube. They are on right after our show tonight.
Yeah, I'm probably dropping
at 10 o'clock.
for them. Let me get there.
But they asked if anybody wanted free stickers. So
There you go.
there's one. They gave us 2 of each because it's 2 of us. But pretty cool.
I think they might be live right now.
And then Chiro Sounds with her. So check out Chiro Sounds also, y'all. But they both host a show immediately after this one. They'll be on at 10 o'clock. So y'all go check them out. If we can find the link.
I'm trying.
Then we'll put it up for y'all.
Oh, there.
But awesome people. Those of y'all that know, both of them know what I'm talking about. They are awesome people. They have an awesome channel also.
There is that one. So we wanted to tell them thank you so much for sending us stickers.
Thank you.
And then of course, we opened the mail and they're like, our sons are like, you guys got stickers. We want some. And so we're sharing.
Yeah.
Hey Michael Haywood, how are you?
What's up? Good to see you.
Who else came in?
Let's see.
Yeah, Chiro or Jane and Gerald are awesome people.
Yeah.
And they're actually from
Terry Hancock.
Hi Terry, how are
Terry.
you? But they're up in Illinois, kind of where his family lives. So
yeah, like right in the same area.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
But we wanted to let them know that we got the stickers. And of course, after our show, we'll pop in their show tonight and tell them that we also got the stickers there.
So if y'all can pop in there real quick, if you can't stay on, just pop in there real quick and say, hey.
Tell them O.C.S.T sent you.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
And I'm not sure, but I think Abnormal Investigations has something on after us at 10:15.
Really? Did they post something? I didn't see it. He's always got something going on.
Yep.
I was expecting Arcane Paranormal to be in here.
Yeah, Mode said she subbed their channel too.
Awesome. See, you guys are amazing. What was I going to say?
I'm gonna start.
Yeah, show them your print things and
pictures. I'm gonna
your
look up these
little
pictures
videos
real quick,
or whatever.
So keep them entertained while I look.
Okay. Keep them entertained. Knock. No, I'm just kidding. Hey Michael, did you do any fishing today? I saw that you're in here. Did you do any fishing? Did you catch anything? Actually, it should be called catching. Not fishing, catching.
Okay, here's the first one. Y'all see, you can see the outline. You can see the outline, even I know it's a left foot because the toe line goes clear up here. To the top of the picture.
I really don't see it. That's me.
Yeah, right here. See, it's all the way up and around. And then you have the metatarsal break right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it really deep in there?
Yeah, it's deep. It was a deep print. If I'd have had plaster, it would have been awesome. Even with all those little acorns in it, it still would have
Acorns.
came out pretty good.
Fishing in the morning, Michael Haywood said.
Fishing in the morning.
PC says, I see it now. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess
Okay.
maybe I need better glasses, right, y'all? Just kidding.
Now, the next one. I have 3 pictures of that to show. Let's see. Okay, this one I set up 2x4 along with my foot next to it, so you can see the size.
I'm trying to think. Is it up here?
No, it's right here. You see where all that's pushed forward? You see
Oh, jeez.
all that mud pushed forward?
Yeah, I was just
Okay,
thinking it was
yeah.
from the air conditioner.
Toes there, heel here.
That ain't no little stinking creature.
No, it's not. Believe it or not, it looks bigger than 15 inches, but it's a 15-inch print.
Again, was it deep enough to cast?
Yeah, it was probably about half-inch deep on the back inner part of the foot. But y'all
Hey,
see
Piggy.
the outline. It's a pretty big foot. Pardon the pun.
Nah.
Okay. Next one. Hey, Figgy, how you doing? How was your trip?
I believe she's still in Puerto Rico.
Well, how's it going? Can't wait for pictures.
Hope it moves out quickly. Or hope it moves out early. Crossing. Oh, she's sick.
Okay.
Well, prayers for you, Figgy. I'm sorry you're not feeling well.
Yeah, prayers. Hope
Oh,
you get feeling better.
darn.
Okay, so this gives you an idea. It's approximately 15 inches, maybe a little bit over.
So the toes are up by
Yeah,
where the
I
one
measure.
is, right?
I measure from the big toe, the inner side of the big toe, all the way down to the heel. So it's approximately 16. I was wrong about the 15. It's approximately 16. So because you can see it has two of its inner toes are a little bit longer, so it's got a little bit of a deformity. But
And don't we all? I wonder what the Bigfoot are going to do when we clean up our backyard, and they're not going to have any acorns.
They're not going to care.
Acorns to hide their footprints.
They're not going to care because they mainly they come around just to see what we're doing and
then to play with the cat
and to play with cats. Yeah. Okay. Now the grass this morning was stamped down. I did release the video a little while ago, but I wanted to go ahead and show it for those who haven't seen the video.
So if you guys have not already done so, that would be a good time to go and subscribe to Harold's channel because he gets stuff all the time.
Yep.
And he is the one that goes outside in my backyard. Our backyard, I should say.
Okay. Now this picture doesn't do it justice. I just had to take an up close of the back side of it, and you'll see there's all kinds of stuff. So it was more than one creature that bedded down. So I'm not saying it was a cryptid that did it because there's could have been deer, it could have been like somebody suggested earlier, could have been a bear.
It could have been Connor, but I don't think so because it's been raining for the last 3 days. And I think he's more comfortable in his bed than
Yeah.
Morel's. We haven't seen any.
Yeah,
Well,
we don't
I
get
haven't.
morels through here. You have to go a little bit further south, like southeast of Oklahoma City, which is a few
About a
miles
half
away.
hour. About a half hour.
Yeah, it's a few miles away. Get these. Okay, next picture.
Do, 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 do. How close was that to our home? What, the grass or the footprints? Grace. Because it's both in our backyard.
Yeah, it's in the backyard. It's like right behind.
Right
house.
behind our.
And see, I took a picture from a little distance away. You see the deep impression in the grass, right? And then something also was over here.
Do you think he sat, or it, or whatever, sat down there and then turned around and sat down there, or do you? Ow! Do you? Ow!
No, I
Hit
think
my hand.
something crawled through the fence right here. I think this is where they crawled through the barbed wire fence.
Or stepped over it.
And then they stood up and they walked over here and then
Well,
sat
it's so
and
weird
laid down.
because our chairs are right there.
Yeah, well,
I'm joking, you guys.
I don't.
Next to your steps. No, it's actually further east from our steps.
Yeah,
No, further west from our steps.
It's on the west side of the steps.
Our back steps.
Yeah.
We actually have two sets of steps: our front steps and our back door steps.
Yeah, so that's the kind of stuff I wake up to just about every morning. Like maybe 1 or 2 days a week there won't be anything, but usually there's something. If it's significant or insignificant, I like to document it because any little thing, even if it's not cryptid related, if it's just something unique, I'll post it on the channel and on Facebook group because even just regular everyday animals are just as interesting as a cryptid. So it's good to learn about nature and how they adapt to their surroundings. And that's one way you can study cryptids is by studying the other animals that live alongside them. What you find with other creatures in the forest can lead you to finding out more things about all the cryptids because they have a lot of similar habits, similar diet, and just remember that when you go in the woods, pay attention to the other animals, be on the lookout for them because they could lead you to something else.
So the other day when I took Colton to his doctor's appointment, were you a little jealous of the picture I sent you?
Jealous?
Yeah, because I got to see all the trees and the little creek thing. That...
Oh, yeah, I was like, please.
So every once in a while when we go to Guthrie or come back from the city, we try to go a different route home that I know where I'm going. Anyway, I took Colton to his doctor's appointment the other day, and it's actually right down in Edmond, so it's not like foresty or anything like that. But his doctor's clinic bed up right against like a nature kind of it has like a creek or whatever, and there's like a few trees and whatever, and of course it was rainy and gross. And
yeah, I put that video up a couple weeks ago.
What's that?
That one where we were at the doctor's.
No, not that one.
Okay, well, it was a similar circumstance where we pulled up to go to an appointment, and there was there's all kinds of stuff like that around here around the Oklahoma City metro area,
but
on the outskirts.
I was sitting in my car waiting for Colton to get out of his appointment, and I snapped a picture and sent it to Harold. I said, Wouldn't you just love to have been here with me this morning? You probably would have been outside playing in the rain, looking for
Mhm.
my friend.
I don't care how it's raining. I'm gonna be out in it. It's just water.
But I would melt. I'm made of sugar. What? Am I not sweet enough to be made of sugar? Shut up, Colton.
Dang, I can't find my chart for Mercy now.
Uh-oh. Did
Uh-oh.
not remember your password? I'm sorry.
But if I get any more pictures in the coming days, I will
You posting.
be posting, whether in a video or just in a post on the YouTube channel
You know what I'm going to do?
or on Facebook or all the above. I need to start posting some more stuff on TikTok. Kind of laid off on TikTok a little bit. It's because I, got a lot going on. Yeah, water can make you sick, but everything makes me sick. So
Yeah.
a little bit of water ain't gonna hurt.
Even me. No comment from.
Yeah.
You guys.
Like Jim says, remember to like, subscribe, and
Hey,
share,
Sue.
and comment,
How are you?
and hit that notification bell, y'all.
Here, I am actually doing this because I can, because I have to leave here in like a minute to go get Cammy. But I posted my link. No, I didn't. I posted midnight.
You posted midnight watch.
Okay, I posted midnight.
Okay.
Midwest night watch.
I'm gonna post a
That's
link
fine.
up in the chat so that
Yeah, let's do this again.
if anybody wants to join,
Let's try
you
this.
just hit that link that's posted right there in the chat. You don't have to show your face. You can turn the camera off just like that.
I do not
Anybody
know.
wants to come in and
There.
join me while Christy goes and
Let's post that.
gets Cammy from work.
Hey, Grip.
Hey, Griff.
Griff. How you doing, Griff? But yeah, I have to go get Cammy, so I'll be leaving in like 2 seconds.
Live as Stu.
Occasionally, YouTube actually sends notifications.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
We didn't get any notification for
Yeah, they are.
MT Paranormal today. He had a live going on earlier.
All right, you guys, don't be talking bad about me. I will be right back. I'll be listening and lurking if I can get up. Oh my goodness. I had Rice Krispies for lunch. Did you hear that snack crack on pop?
Yeah. I have Rice Krispies every day.
All right. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Actually tried a new cereal recently. It's called Friends. It tastes like Java.
Tastes like what?
Java.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I hope everybody doesn't eat it all before I get to try some.
How many boxes did you buy?
Dose.
Okay, well, there's one box that's almost gone.
Okay.
So I'd be getting some cereal soon. Yeah, go to Walmart. You can find Friends cereal
For $1.50.
for $1.50. It's pretty good. But with some coffee, it's even better. Not coffee in the bowl, but coffee on the side in a cup. So, anybody want to come up and join me in the chat in the studio? I'm gonna post the link again. Simple as that. Just click on the link and it'll send you to the StreamYard studio. you'll be backstage, and I'll get a little notification sound that you're waiting backstage, and I'll bring you up. I can hear the notification. I don't have to see it. I can hear it. So I won't be leaving you lurking backstage. No crickets. No crickets. It's not that time of day. No, I'm actually feeling better than I was when I started this show tonight. My spell, I finally got through it, so feeling pretty good. Yeah, Mugs needs to turn on the sound for the notification, because then you'll know that somebody's backstage. But I can still see if somebody pops up, because it's not that far down below the screen. But yet you hear the bell, and you automatically look down. Silence from everyone. Crickets. Sorry, I don't have my little thing to make the sounds, or else I would. I plan on getting one here pretty quick, because me and Christy have some microphones that we bought. I gotta have the sound adjuster to the soundboard to get them to work. I found 2 cheap ones, had them on sale, and then I have one that I spent quite a bit of money for. It's probably going to work the same. Yeah. Anybody have a story they want to tell? Hit that link that I put up in the chat. Come on and tell your story. It can be cryptid related. It can be family related. It can be anything, except I kind of sway away from politics, and I don't dwell deep into religion. But if it's cryptid related, I like to discuss it. Anything, like the Nephilim and BIGFOOT mentioned in the Bible, and even the Book of Enoch, things like that. I just, I want to keep this channel a little neutral on some subjects, because, don't want to really offend anybody. Yet, if religion happens to come up in my research, then yeah, I'm not going to leave it out. But I'm not saying I'm not religious, because I am. I believe. Yeah, but just for being on the same side, I keep religion and politics mainly out of it. But let's see. Oh, I think I have another picture I might want to show. Yeah, don't want the algorithm to attack, because they like to nitpick a little bit. Oh, yeah, so I need to post this for entertainment purposes only, y'all. And let's see. Yep. Remember, join us here every Wednesday night at 9 Eastern, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Every Wednesday, like clockwork. And occasionally I'll do a live on certain days, either maybe late on a Thursday or a Friday or a Saturday, sometimes on a Sunday, depending on, like, if we have something special going on, like a eclipse or whatever. whenever I get the itch. Let's see. Oh yeah, gotta put this warning. Some subjects might be too strong for viewers and listeners. Viewer discretion is advised. And if y'all don't already know, I have this channel, Not Safe for Children. So if you have children watching, it's up to your discretion. But I choose to have this an 18 and above channel because of the risk of something happening during a live. If I'm out in the woods and something would happen to come upon me and I wouldn't have any control over the scenery, yeah, I wouldn't want a child to see that go down. But Amber, all you have are ranching stories, horse and dog stories. Hey, that's fine. You can come up here and talk about that. I was raised a farmer for a while. I lived on a farm. I've been around farm animals. I've raised dogs. So that's all cool. If you want to talk about that, we can talk about that. Just got kicked out, Sharon. What? I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Any stupid people stories? Well, let's not say stupid. Let's say any unsmart. And Christy made it to the restaurant. Yeah, talk horses, Jim says. I talk horses. I know a little bit about horses. My sister was raising a thoroughbred racehorse. The horse was a Canadian champion. It was an offspring of Big Red, but it got shot in the neck and it survived, but was not worth a whole lot of money after that. The lady that my sister got it from took the horse back just because she knew she could still get a thoroughbred out of it. Yep, Secretariat. Yep. I didn't have she didn't have Secretariat. She had an offspring. Secretariat was its great grandfather. The horse was about a year and a half old. It was a champion on grass in Canada. It was undefeated. It went 11-0 in Canada. Sometimes the gene pool needs bleaching. No, what happened was my sister had taken in the horse, and the neighbors that lived around her were jealous, so they decided to try to off the animal, and nothing worked up to the point where somebody decided, well, if we can't get rid of it one way, we'll just shoot it. Shot it in the neck, and it survived. Somebody didn't know how to aim very well. Anyways. Amber says, I don't breed, just love them and am their advocate. Certified equine massage therapist. That's cool. That is very cool. Very cool, Amber. If you want to come up and talk about it, I'm sure it would be an interesting subject for everybody. more than welcome to hit that link that I just posted. And yeah, don't be shy. Once you start talking over the mic and you just look into the camera, it's like, you're just talking face to face with somebody. And then you got a whole crowd of people listening. That didn't help. Don't worry about it. I used to be afraid of getting behind the mic. And heck, I'm an avid karaoke singer. I was a karaoke host for a while. My dad was a professional singer. So, I've been around the mic for a long time. So getting into the YouTube stuff, I was a little nervous, but ain't nothing to be nervous about. It's talking to friends, talking to family. Yeah. If you think somebody's staring at you, just stare back. Oh, thanks, Christy. I used to sing a lot. I mean, when I first started karaoke, I was the only one singing because everybody had stage fright and they had to get a couple of beers in them before they could get up on stage. And I was more than a couple. Some of them sounded like they'd been drinking for days. So, yeah, kind of like that, Amber. You can pretend that you can pretend everybody's wearing a horse costume when you're talking to your horses. You might get a few of them out there that'll go, nay. Then I'd be worried because they sound like a goat. When I'm up on stage singing, I don't look at the crowd. I make it look like I'm looking at them, but I'm looking over the top of their heads. That's what every professional singer will tell you. Just look over the top of their heads, and you occasionally look around and it looks like you're staring right at somebody, and then they're like, oh, he stared at me. Talking to horses walking away from you. Yeah, I know what the reference is. It's like talking to a horse's beep. Not saying that y'all are that, but it's just the visual. Just the visual itself is just what? Yeah, keep it clean. That's why I beeped. Yeah, YouTube doesn't like the cuss words, so that's another thing too. Is I did have it where every curse word was not allowed, and I was getting too many notifications. Doesn't have to be squeaky clean. We can still get away with a little bit, just not outright, not obvious. But let's see. the area where the Sasquatch was building a little nest, yeah, it's grown over now with poison ivy, so I think they kind of went away from that. They juveniles, their interest is like a child with ADHD. They're interested in something for a bit, and then ooh, squirrel. You know, that's about the attention span of a Sasquatch, of a young Sasquatch. Anyways, just like any other child, they get interested in something, and then all of a sudden, ooh, what's that? What's mommy got? Neighbors know the Bigfoot are around, y'all. Yeah, they're not very sociable neighbors. But that's life. I associate more with the Bigfoot than I do my neighbors. Got a cool neighbor, but most of them are me. Yeah. Thankfully, you have quiet neighbors. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, sometimes I'll be out there getting ready to do a Bigfoot search, and it'll be late at night, and they got the radio blasting, and they're yeah. Well, yeah, Amber, the Bigfoot, I would classify them as my neighbor because they don't live here; they live somewhere out there. So yeah, they're my neighbor. They come over to visit. I've had one speak to me recently. I almost got it on video. Oh, hey, we got Jim coming up. Hey, Jim.
Howdy, neighbor. How you doing?
Neighbor. Doing good now. Better than I was at the beginning of the show.
Sharon seems to like the Wilson routine, so that was for Sharon.
Yeah. Hi-do.
This is very trivial, but I'll run it by you just to see what you say. Hey, Belinda. I was coming off the mountain the other day, and I heard something off in the brush, and it sounded like metal hitting metal. And then I heard a sound. I can only relate it to a movie character. In the movie Predator, when the alien was just making a low sound when it was thinking, sounded like that. Now I didn't see anything. I didn't hear anything else. Nothing moved, but like I said, it just stood out.
Do you know what they say? A lot of Bigfoot researchers say about the metal sound.
What's that?
Out in the woods. A lot of them associate it to a portal opening.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like a metal on metal, like a huge metal door is opening, and yeah.
Well, this was just like a tink.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And wow.
It'd be like a portal opening or closing.
On the people doing stuff front, I guess you would say.
Mm-hmm.
I was down close to a waterfall, and this young couple was walking down the path, and they weren't really in the correct shoes to be going where they were heading. So I asked them real quick, you been here before? And they said no. So I asked them what were they looking to do, and they told me. I said, Well, you can go down to the stream, but just look real careful before you take a step because the snakes are out big time. And their eyes got big and wide, and they turned around and they left. The following day, somebody got bit by a copperhead.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So,
boy.
in that area, I don't know exactly where it was, but it was in that section of the park. So
Yeah. Well,
that's it.
you tell
That's all that's
people
happened.
you tell people to look out for snakes, and there's a lot of people that go out in the woods. They've never seen a snake. They don't know what to look for. So a copperhead's going to blend in, especially early spring, fall, winter, and in early spring. The copperhead's going to blend in really good.
Right.
So
And, and
you,
this part of the park has several rock cliffs that face south, and that's where they like to hibernate, is in rocks facing south. That way they don't freeze as bad.
right. I think these national parks and these state parks need to be posting pictures of the snakes. To some of them do, but I don't see them in every national park I've gone to. I don't see pictures of predators posted. They just say, beware the bear, or things like that. But they, they'll show the little shape on the yellow sign. Well, show a picture.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They've got signs up about rattlesnakes. And I've been going to this park since I was 10 years old. I have never seen a rattlesnake. I've seen several water snakes. I videoed 2 water snakes earlier this week. And I've seen black snakes and 2 copperheads in all of that time. I know they're there, though. I just don't see them. I make sure I don't step next to them or close to them. That's the big thing.
Yeah. That's one thing everybody needs to look out for when you step off of a trail. Most of the time the ground's covered in downed leaves. You have to be very, very careful because even if it doesn't look like something's under the leaves, there's
Can be. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but usually if there's a snake around, I'm the one that finds it.
Yeah. Especially vipers. Vipers love to go under the leaves.
Supposedly, this part of the country, the only 2 snakes we have to worry about are copperheads and rattlesnakes. When you go a little further down east, probably Michael Haywood area, he has to worry about cottonmouths. And when you get right around the North Carolina, South Carolina border on the coast, there's a small area there that you got to worry about coral snakes.
Yeah, and Belinda said cucumber smell means copperhead. Like, she's correct on that. If you smell cucumber out in the woods, be on the lookout.
Yep. And typically copperheads, if you see one, there's another one real close by.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to team up.
And if you find baby snakes, don't pick them up.
Oh no,
Don't pick them up, because if they're poisonous, they're 10 times more poisonous than the adult.
Yep, they have not learned to control the venom dispersing, and they'll give you a full load.
Yep.
Yeah, not fun.
Yeah, not fun at all. But yeah, that when you said you haven't really seen rattlesnakes, I want to, when I'm able to start going out on Bigfoot hunts out away from home. I'm not really afraid of snakes so much. I know to keep my distance, but I can get pretty close to a snake without them getting startled. But I want to start doing like little videos on the
Oh yeah.
individual ones I find, because
Oh
it's
yeah.
always good to be aware, and that would help raise a little bit of awareness. So that's something I want to do.
Yeah, that's always good. And most people enjoy seeing nature,
Yeah.
deer and different critters, so to speak.
Hey, Riley.
Hello, everybody in chat. Anybody I missed, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said hi to Jess earlier, so good to see Jess in the chat. Where's cornbread? No, I know he's doing some work on video.
Harold, do you ever participate in the rattlesnake roundup down in Texas?
I've never done the roundup. I've attended like the rattlesnake festivals, but I've never. I mean, I've wrangled a snake or two in my life, but I don't go on those rattlesnake roundups.
Yeah, I have heard stories that the rattlesnakes down there where they do these roundups are having fewer and fewer rattles
Yeah,
because when they hear them rattle, that's how they zero in on them and catch them. So the ones that don't have rattles are the ones that are surviving.
yeah, yeah. I think the snakes are being able to crossbreed a little more.
Yep.
So they're evolving. That's nature's way of evolution, is crossbreeding. So um, I can see them evolving to survive their element.
Hmm.
Yeah. With the encroachment of man, it kind of forces that on these animals.
Uh, there was this was at the Knoxville Zoo, and there was a snake. It looked to be about 5 or 6 foot long in the cage, obviously, and it was a cross between a rattlesnake and something else. And that snake, most snakes are just laying around chilling out. This snake was just, I mean, like on caffeine and speed, looking for ways to get out.
Yeah.
Just its head was going back and forth, up and down each side of the cage and everything.
Oh, we have a cornbread sighting. Somebody said cornbread. Well, I guess that's Christie's calling for him. Think he'll hear?
Oh, Riley's in North Maine. I didn't know that. Riley, I want to get up to Bar Harbor one time. Excuse me, Bahaba.
Bahaba. Yeah, I got a buddy that's from that area.
Do a
Yeah.
drive-by wave to LIB.
He was on someone else's live earlier today. LIB. He's doing that crossover with Jack the Cameraman and MT Paranormal.
Right.
Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Let's see.
I just like walking through the woods and finding waterfalls and mountaintops with good views.
Oh yeah, yeah. It you'll be. Yeah, I mean, I know you know, but everybody else out there, you'll be amazed at the stuff that you come across when you're walking out in the woods. Um, you see a lot of stuff you never thought you would in your lifetime. You know, there's some pretty amazing places out there. Even just off the trail. Don't go too far off the trail, but go a little ways off the trail sometimes, and you'll see things that aren't listed in a brochure. No one's got pictures of. Uh, get out there and discover, because not only is it good for the mind, but it's good for the heart.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Arcane Paranormal. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love that last video you did, or was it yesterday? The where you were up on the cliffside.
Yeah. Did you watch the short live, or did you watch me climbing up to the place I did the live?
I watched both.
Yeah.
I didn't catch them live, but I watched the replays,
Yeah.
because I
You
think I
know,
woke up like 20 minutes after you ended your morning live.
I do I do lives random. So, if not too many people, if 7 people show up, I'm ecstatic, because I know the YT doesn't always put out notifications.
Right.
So, but I got up there, and since there's a signal, just do something. It's a little different
Yeah.
when it's live, and that one, the cell phone signal was pretty good because the image quality was pretty good.
Hey, Romans. Roman says, Christy is cornbread like Beetlejuice. You have to say his name 3 times. Yeah, pretty much. You say his name 3 times, he's bound to pop up.
It's a little tough right now. The roads out in western North Carolina are still not
Yeah.
back to normal, and I have to really research because they're not giving specifics very well. And I
Yeah.
don't want to go, an hour and a half, 2 hours drive, and end up at a roadblock and I can't get to where I'm going.
Yeah, my old stomping grounds lot in Oklahoma is underwater. They had some really bad flooding. They had a couple of tornadoes almost go into town also.
Wow.
But that there's the Wichita Mountain Wildlife Refuge there, right? So you got some mountains there. Legend says that the Comanche Indians put a curse on the city of Lawton, and that curse benefits them, but is bad for the white man. The way it benefits is the storms will go around the mountain range, which is that's a scientific fact that mountain ranges can cut off airflow, so or rearrange it anyways. But the curse was made because of the government taking their land, and there was a chief that had the curse put on the city. They've only been hit by one tornado in, let's see, since 19 I don't want to get the date wrong. 1979, I believe.
That's pretty recent.
Yeah,
Known
being
back
right smack dab in the middle of Tornado Alley, that's pretty good.
known back home. She was in here just a little while ago. I think he's talking about Ramona. Or
Yeah.
she.
Yeah, Ramona will pop in. She'll if she's not on right now, she'll probably pop back in on another date. She's pretty busy, even though she's on vacation. But she's got her adopted sons that she's visiting, and they're doing a lot of Bigfoot hunts. So they did one yesterday that I know of. I watched it. She was in here for a little bit and talked about it, but she was in the chat anyways. But yeah, y'all go check her out. It's Medicine Bear Claw. Her name's Ramona. If you want to look her up on Facebook, you can. She makes medicine bags and Indian jewelry. Very good quality stuff. So she doesn't have it posted, but if you ask her about it, she can show you some of the stuff she's made, and of course you order it from her through her PayPal or but yeah, I have one of her medicine bags, and yeah, it helps. She personally prays over each one that she makes. She does a personal prayer, and not only her prayers go into it, but the elders. So that's why they call it protection bag. It protects you from the evil spirits. But yeah, y'all go check her out. She has a YouTube channel. She goes live almost every day at noon.
Harold knows his YouTube schedule.
Yeah, pretty much. I spend way too much time on it.
I know Moggs is on Tuesday and Thursday, and you fill in on Wednesdays, and that eats up a lot of my time.
That's
I
okay
like
as long as you know when you're on.
I like to get out and actually, hike up the mountains and go to the waterfalls.
Riley Ron says, "What's a medicine man like? A doctor?" Yes, they're like a combination of a doctor and a preacher. So they deal with herbal medicines. They also do the prayer chants. They lead ceremonies. Like they have their dances to ward off the bad spirits. It's basically what they do is they ward off all the bad spirits to allow their patient to heal. That's
Would you say possibly a little psychologist thrown in there?
oh yeah. A little bit of it all. They're a jack of all trades, pretty much. They are also looked up to as a leader in some forms of fashion. So like if they're out on a war party, usually the medicine man is the one that's going to determine basically they determine the fate of the war party, because the war party's under their protection. So
Hello, Misty from the foothills of North Carolina.
East Tennessee, huh? Getting a lot of rain.
Arcane just posted the Ramona's channel
Cool.
in chat.
Thank you, Jess. Thank you for doing that. Let's see. I still haven't started the one video I said I was gonna make, the one about the 89ers. It's a lot of pictures.
I bet. Have you ever seen the guy who his thing is hamburgers. He does all kinds of hamburgers on his channel. It's Hamburglar.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
I've visited his channel for a long time now, and
Mhm.
there's this little place I discovered on the way to one of the places I hike, and I like the name of it, so I stopped in there today, and I got a Carolina burger, and the place was just so neat. I did a short video of the burger, which I was going to do and post it to tease him. But
Mhm.
the place was so neat. I just did a quick pan, had people move out of the way so I didn't get people in it.
Uh-huh.
But uh, and I posted that like 30 minutes before your show started.
Oh yeah.
It's already over 2,000 people look at it. But
Really?
just a hamburger. I mean, that's, I don't know.
Hey,
You never know. You never know what's going to trigger views.
yeah, you posted at the right time. It was dinner time. People couldn't wait for their food. So like, I want that. You probably had a whole bunch of people going to a restaurant being, do you have this? I
Uh,
want that.
and a Carolina burger is mustard, slaw, chili, preferably homemade chili, and diced onions. And that they perfected it. The hamburger, they made it fresh. Uh, cooked it fresh, and it was real hamburger, not this frozen stuff. So it was good. Now my mouth is watering thinking about it. Ugh.
Cornbread said he was out fishing. Did you catch anything? Did you catch anything besides the cold?
You know, is Michael Haywood still in chat?
I don't know.
Uh, we got some rain moving through, and I hope it's gone before he goes fishing in the morning. I meant to mention that a while ago, but maybe he's gone.
Yeah, maybe.
That Michael's a good guy.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would. YouTube would do like maybe a green or a red light next to people's names in the chat, so that you know if they're still there or not. So YouTube, if you're listening.
Yeah, I've been telling them to fix the notification thing for a long time, and they haven't listened. And randomly, somebody who subscribed to my channel, just randomly, the algorithm will pick one person, and they will not tell me that person left a comment for about 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll open up YouTube one day, and there'll be 3 or 4 weeks worth of comments from that one person.
Yeah.
Now, everything else come in pretty much as it took place,
Mhm.
but and it's totally random. I mean, just random.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I went for almost 3 months without checking my comments.
Yeah.
On my YouTube, and I went in there. I'm like, okay, this one says from this time, and then this one's when did they post it, and then you go into your onto the YouTube studio. It should have been posted because I checked the YouTube studio a lot, but there was no comments, and then all of a sudden,
Right.
boom.
Yep.
Yeah.
And for me, it's one channel. It'll just randomly pick one channel, and it annoys me to no end because I know I won't be able to do this forever. But if somebody takes the time to come in and leave a comment, I want to get back to them within 24 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, just out of respect.
Oh yeah. I try to comment as soon as I see their comment. I try to. because yeah, it's like you said, it's out of respect. If they take the time to comment on your video, on your post, then
Yep.
take the time to message them back and say thank you. It's only right.
I'm running out of ways to say thank you and not feel like I'm repeating myself verbatim, you know.
Yeah. Abnormal investigations. My co-hosts all quit.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Just gonna have to wing it.
Did you eat too many burritos or something? I mean,
Yeah.
usually there's a reason.
Yeah. Yeah. I know how to clear out a room.
Whenever I come off a mountain from a hike, it's just second nature for me to stay away from people because I know I'm hot and sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I tell people, I still love you. I just love you from a distance right now.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. When I get done with a hike, I'm not hot and sweaty until I'm in the vehicle getting down the road. Then I start sweating. But as long as I stay active, if I'm moving, I'm fine. But it's when I stop is when it hits me.
I got to be careful. I think I've been reading too much. My eyes are getting blurry. At first, I thought Abnormal Investigation said he was doing a virgin report tonight. Sorry about that, AI.
He's doing a vampire report. Yeah.
See, that's another thing. I'm stuck on this Southern Mountain Man accent. I can't do accents. I can't sing.
You can't do accents and you can't sing.
Nope. This is it. What you see or hear is what you get.
I'm not very good at the accents, but I can sing a little. But
You did the vampire pretty good there.
I can't sing any songs on here though, because
I know. I was going to do a live from the restaurant, but they had Jimmy Buffett playing, which was kind of neat. They had so many Jimmy Buffetts playing. I said I asked them about it and everything, and started talking and whatnot. And I said, "You ever play?" And I named a song, and 5 minutes later, that song was playing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't repeat it because it's one of those that never gets played on the radio that Buffett does.
Oh yeah. No, it is 5:00 somewhere.
Yes. They had a clock that apparently the battery had gone dead, and I was going to suggest to them to change it to 5:00 instead of 10 or 11, whatever it was. And then I thought, nah, I've annoyed them enough taking videos and walking around to get an angle so no people got in the video.
Yeah. Arcane says virgins and vampires kind of go together. Yeah. Kind of. Oh, sounds like Chrissy's back.
Oh, I thought the dog was agreeing about the virgins and vampires.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, dogs are gonna get loud here in a second.
I like that one too, Misty. But my all-time favorite was commonly known as Buddy Bear. I think that is so funny.
something new.
Cool. Mike says vampires are out of business. I don't know. It's still a lucrative business in some ways.
Yeah. When did Stoker write that book? 1800s, 1850, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There she is.
CJ not home yet, right?
Nope, not home yet.
Okay. I figured I'll talk this wrong.
Yeah, CJ's out with his girlfriend. Wow, the dogs are actually pretty quiet.
Oh. Hi. Back.
Cornbread's here.
Yeah,
Did
no,
you
finally.
did
Sorry.
you enjoy your lurking?
I did. What did I miss though? I was driving. Dracula.
Vampires and Virgins
Yeah.
and Jimmy Buffett.
Well, I know after Jim said something about 5 o'clock somewhere, and I was like, wasted away again in Margaritaville.
If you guys drive over to Gatlinburg, there is a Margaritaville restaurant in Gatlinburg,
Mm-hmm.
or at least there used to be.
I heard about it. Yeah.
I'm sure there's more than just that one, but
Yeah. Yeah, but I heard about that specific one. I watched a Jimmy Buffett documentary, and they were talking about that place.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Kentucky
Jess.
Oh yeah.
And Cornbread, you were late, so you're kind of fired in timeout.
Those of y'all that don't know, Toby Keith has a horse that's going to be in the Kentucky Derby. So,
yep.
He's never going to get to see it in person. But
you'll be watching it from the best seat in the house.
He was pushing to get a horse, to be in the derbies, but
so he's going to have a Ghost Rider.
Yep, in the sky. Sorry. What is Cornbread saying? Jiffy Poppy's getting orange tonight. Also, what?
Moderator.
I am a moderator, you goon. That's it. You were in timeout. I'm telling you right now.
Amber says she's been to Margaritaville in Jamaica. It was fun.
I want to go to Margaritaville. Cammy, can you make me a margarita? At work, I can't. At work, you can't? Darn it.
Yeah, I says, I don't like vampires. They suck.
Yeah.
I
can make one when I go home tomorrow.
Yeah, Toby will be watching.
Boy, is that ever true? You know, I am not a country music fan, but he had some good songs and just hilarious videos to go with the songs.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he was a pretty funny person. If you seen any clips of him out in public, just being himself, especially like around his kids, yeah, he could cut it up pretty good.
That, and he was an avid Sooner fan. Boomer.
Yeah.
What? Yes.
The last time I saw him, I was at a WWE wrestling event in Oklahoma City, and he showed up halfway through the event with his son, and of course they got to be ringside, and he got ushered to ringside, and half the crowd was booing him and half the crowd was cheering him, and then it got into a Boomer Sooner and But the whole crowd was doing it, and then he got into it. He was going Boomer Sooner and doing the horns down.
Yeah.
And he about jumped the barricade to get involved in a match. Of course,
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
You know how all that's staged.
And Toby ain't no small guy, I don't think.
Oh no, he's tall.
Jim's it's Jim.
He was a tall man.
Jim's camera at dawn.
I'm so disappointed they don't know who I am.
I'm so confused. I'm sorry. My head hurts. My camera work. Cammy, look at me. It's Jim, the one that normally doesn't show his face on Mogs and Stevie B. She doesn't watch Mogs and Stevie B very often. I'm trying to get her to go in there more often.
No.
If she has a headache, don't give her too hard a time.
Oh, I've had a headache since I got out at work.
She has a headache. I just got told I was number one.
Whoa. Number one with a fingernail in the middle?
Yep.
Thought that might be the case.
CRJ, be good, or Harold will take your imaginary rental away and give you a real one.
See, everybody in chat, this is easy. You just click that link and get on up here. You don't have to be on camera.
Come on, cornbread.
And if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Jiffy Papa's making you get on.
Yeah.
Hi, Sassy.
Cornbread, get up here and tell us what you got going on after the show.
Cornbread. Okay.
He's going to be airing something after tonight's show here.
Cool.
Maybe if we let him. No. Just kidding.
Sorry, it sounded like horse running through our house.
Yeah, you said I would, but I'm on tonight at 10:15. Exactly. That's what I was saying. You're going to be on after this show.
I'm so sad. Cornbread doesn't love it.
He says, Jesse, step up. Yeah, let's hear a little about abnormal, or I'm sorry, Jess's.
No, I am going to
Arcane Paranormal World. Yeah, let's hear some about that. Come on, Jess.
Wait a second. Where is it?
Missy, it depends on the weather. If there's something interesting with the weather and birds are loud, I'll go live.
Hey, Jim, ask you a question. Why in the world do you go live so early? I'm not that awake that early.
Oh, look.
Jesse.
Only had to say the name once.
Yeah.
Jessie kind of does what I do, except she does it in the middle of the night with a flashlight walking through the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every Friday.
But yeah, Jen, I had to give you a hard time.
That's okay.
5 o'clock in the morning.
But I wait until 6 o'clock when the sun starts to come up. I've been awake for at least 2 or 3 hours when that happens.
Oh, goodness.
See, you're getting up. I just don't go to sleep at night.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that. I'll be sipping on coffee and you'll be doing a live somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great sunrise. I really enjoyed that sunrise.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
I was going to tell you.
Yeah. I wish, the camera, it really does not do it justice. It was so neon orange. It was so beautiful. But yeah, had to share.
You were there. You were awake. Why not?
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna camp out this Friday instead of just doing my boots on the ground. I think I'm actually gonna spend the night out there. So
Yes, that's Jess.
Cool.
yeah,
Yep.
see if I
That'll
get
definitely
anything.
be worth watching.
Yeah.
Is this a campsite or just out?
They do have camping where I usually go to on Fridays. They have, and that's one of the reasons why I go out there is because there have been accounts where campers have been actually having experiences with UFOs and strange things in the woods, and so
Yeah.
I figure since camping is open again, might as well give it a shot.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yep, it is Jessie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they're gonna come around while you're walking down a trail, they're definitely gonna come around if you're setting up the tent. And, you know, especially right when you're setting up the tent, they're gonna come out there and they're gonna be like, "Ooh,
Yeah. Yeah. What's going on? Exactly.
Hey, Tammy, there's food in the microwave and on the stove if you're hungry.
The only thing is, if you hear a Bigfoot giving you a wolf call, whistle, you might want to concern yourself a bit.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, that's why I kind of have the way that I camp is my tent is one of those that actually attach to the back end of my SUV.
oh
Yep.
yeah,
So anything
course.
happens, I'm out.
I've heard of camping like that. Maybe I should get something like that for my minivan.
It's really nice, and actually, I got a good deal on mine on Amazon, so I love it.
Or I'll just stay in my minivan with my doors locked and my windows all the way up and praying to Jesus nothing comes and hits me.
Oh, it's not the same though. Being in a tent and hearing all of those sounds and
I
the
tried to
wind,
tell her
and
that.
oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you get nice and comfy and fall asleep, and all of a sudden, kaboom! Like last night, it scares the Jesus out of me.
Yeah. When you hear the little critters scratching on the side of the tent,
Yeah, don't pay attention to the little critters going.
yeah. You
Yeah,
wake up
right.
and you look up on the top of the dome and you see the outline of a snake.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no.
You wake
Although,
up
like
in
I
the
said,
middle of the night.
Did you see
we
what?
don't have we don't have venomous snakes where I am, so I'm safe there. But
No, right here.
still don't like them.
Um, abnormal. To answer your question, I like any kind of popcorn.
Yeah.
And
Do an outdoor channel.
an outdoor channel, another channel besides the two that we have. I can barely find the time to do the one for me. Long,
Me
another
too.
one.
I wonder why.
We did discuss something with CJ. CJ wants to dwell into the paranormal
Yeah.
side, so that's something we're contemplating is doing O.C.S.T. paranormal also.
And get
That'd be
CJ
cool.
involved. And maybe even Cammy. She's
Mhm.
kind of likes the paranormal stuff too.
Yeah.
Because one of the restaurants she used to work at when she was a senior in high school had a lot of activity while she was at work. And let me tell you, that restaurant was creepy as hell.
Yeah.
Hey, Pine Knot, how are you? I saw you come in.
Why not? See it.
Yay. Yeah, what was I say? I don't know.
Yeah. I know both of them are itching to do that. They're not really. I mean, Cammy's not really into the Bigfoot thing, so
Neither was I, and look what happened.
yeah.
Well, I mean, it kind of all goes together though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it
I was
does.
saying the last couple of nights, because it was so nice here, I was sitting out on my patio. Because I don't know if you saw, I finally got my backyard all cleaned up. It's so nice, and I've got my twinkle lights out there. And it's just so peaceful. It was so warm out, so I'm sitting outside and I'm playing video games on my phone. And my yard's not that big, but I'm sitting there, and I hear what sounds like the wind rustling through the grass. And I kind of looked up and, okay, went back to my game. And I hear probably about 8 feet in front of me what sounded like a large animal sniffing.
Mm.
Like that smell,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
my heart just about stopped right out of my chest. And I looked up. And of course, here my first reaction is to look up and see what it is, but I can't see anything. Now I have night blindness because I've been playing a video game on my phone. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't see. I'm hearing something. I'm trying to fiddle for my light on my phone, and I finally get it. I'm flashing it around, and I can hear like what sounded like large steps walking through the grass back towards the back of the yard. My yard is not that big, but I don't see anything. So I just gradually get up and make my way back to the door and like get in the door and slam it. And same thing happened to me last night. It was a little bit later. It was probably about 4 o'clock in the morning
Mhm.
that this happened. The night before it was 3 a.m. Nothing. I could hear it. I could hear it walking. I could hear it like shuffling and breathing. Couldn't see a darn thing.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
Roman says, I have a friend who is afraid of snakes. He jumped off his riding lawnmower when he saw a huge black snake. He went one way and the mower went the other.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
no.
Go back to abnormals. The comment right
right
there.
here?
Yeah, I know. Yes, abnormal. There's a lot of Oklahoma channels that do outdoor things, and I can name a few. Oh, I don't know. Camping, y'all. I don't. I mean, I'd much rather get a bunch of chickens and do a homestead channel than a camp and outdoor channel. But
Did you camp when you were younger? Did you
No.
grow up camping or
No.
Okay.
No.
I
See, I grew up.
I mean, give me a camper with a TV and
Glamping. She's going glamping.
See, that's where
No,
we differ
that's
because I was pretty much raised
he was raised
outdoors.
homeless.
Yeah. Been homeless a few times in my life. So
But that's not well, it's kind of a jab at him, but it's not a bad jab. But
hey, being homeless in the mountains in California was awesome.
Yep.
Living in a tent for a whole
that
year.
was my dream as a kid to live out in the wilderness and not have to. Yeah, that was my dream as a kid.
my dream was
In fact,
not to get beat up.
I almost think about that more now. I wouldn't have property taxes and mortgage payments and electric bills.
There's a lot of people that actually car camp. And
Yeah.
yes, I do follow a thing on Facebook where it's called car camping, where they go and work like Uber Eats and side hustles like that, and then save as much money as they can and only spend very little for gasoline or whatever it is. But they find places that they can camp for free or they can shower for free and things like that. Yeah, I could probably do that, but in the middle of nowhere, name me. What?
I'm civilized. I'm very civilized. I want to pitch my tent within 100 yards of a bathhouse.
Yeah, I had that when I was homeless, staying out in the Wichita Mountain Wildlife Refuge for about 4 months. We had a bathhouse up the hill, so that was a blessing.
But I remember living in a house without a bathroom, so I don't care to return to that situation.
And when I was little, my grandparents had an outhouse. They had the outhouse when they first moved the house to their property. My grandpa built an outhouse, and back when I was 18 years old when I was last there, and the outhouse was still standing and people were still using it, even though my grandpa built a bathroom. he built the bathroom back in the
Move your hand.
1970s.
Move your hand so I can scroll. See this comment.
we did
Huh.
we didn't have an outhouse. I had a rich uncle who had a 2-seater.
You'll get a kick
Amber
out of it.
says, I had to camp a lot as a child, and I was seriously obsessed thinking that Jason Voorhees was going to murder one of us every night.
How ironic,
Oh,
Amber, that
if I was
say
there,
that.
if I was there, I would have messed with you so bad.
Yeah,
Say that, Amber.
absolutely.
He is huge, Jason.
Every night you'd hear somebody going, ch, ch, ch.
Everyone, this is for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
yeah. Now there in California, it wasn't all fun and games. We actually had to deal with a serial killer when we camped out there. He befriended us, and him and his wife befriended us and camped right next to us. And when we finally caught on to who they were planning on taking us all on the Oregon Trail. Yeah.
Oh,
To find out,
that sounds like a one-way trip.
yeah. Come to find out, they were the Oregon Trail killers.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Were they really nice people though?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, except for being murderers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it usually works.
And,
They're really nice people.
until you foil their plan and they know that you're on to them, then it's yeah. We got chased out of there, literally chased out of there by their vehicle.
Oh my gosh.
We drove into the sheriff's office in the town that Clint Eastwood used to be the mayor of.
Yep, Carmel.
Yeah, we drove into there in the middle of the night, and of course it was on a Sunday, so we get there and the whole place is closed up, and the sign on the door says "Gone fishing, be back Monday."
Of course.
Oh my goodness.
But then we were not smart and went back 10 years later. We went back there 10 years later, and we got chased out of there again by the same people.
So they never caught him?
Nope. Never caught him.
Sharon, you have a good night. Prayers for your granddaughter.
Yeah.
You take it easy. You stay safe from the storms that may possibly be coming your way, but we love you.
Yeah.
Get some rest. Take care of that baby.
Good night, Sharon.
Night.
Night.
Night, Sharon.
Didn't mean to interrupt.
But yeah,
That's fine.
that same couple was there 10 years later. Come to find out, they had there was this old miner that stayed there, right? And he had a cabin just up the road, and it was just him and his donkey when we were staying there, and he would buy us groceries because he wanted to make sure that us kids had something to eat. So he was buying us groceries, and we'd go to his house and have dinner and all that. Well, he told us when those people first arrived, he's like, I don't trust those people. So y'all need to make sure that you keep an eye out, because he's like, something just is fishy about them. Well, yeah, sure enough, that happened. We drove out, and then 10 years later we come back, and that same car is chasing us back out. Well, before we got chased out, we went up to that old man's cabin, and we were expecting either it was all closed up because he might have passed away, from old age or whatever. We go there, and the dining table was all set, and there was fresh food on it, not even eaten. So that was clue number one. Get the heck out. And then my dad decides to go ahead and stay, and he's starting to set up the tent, and it gets dark, and there's all these houses that are up above us on the mountaintops, right? And they're having a huge party, right? All the lights are on, music's blaring out of each house, and you can hear people laughing and joking, and then everything goes dark. And about 5 minutes later, my mom's starting to freak out, so she's like, Harold, we need to get this stuff here, we need to get out of here. So my dad's like, yeah, okay, well, picking up everything, getting it ready to go. And all of a sudden, my brother John sees somebody toke on a cigarette on the bushes right next to the tent.
Sure, it was a cigarette.
My mom says, forget the fucking tent. Get in the car.
Are you sure it was a cigarette?
Yeah, it was a cigarette.
Oh.
But we all pile in the car and we take off, and sure enough, that same car that chases out 10 years earlier is coming up behind us, and my dad gunned it. We got out of there in record time.
And you never went back?
Well, no, we never went back, but we did contact the sheriff's department, and they said that the old man was murdered for his gold.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, he struck it rich. He showed me his stash.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying. I wonder if he was actually murdered for his gold, or if he was serial killers got him.
Yeah, that's what we put two and two together. Is like those people were there the first time around, and they were still there 10 years later. So they were probably using his property as a hideout, staying there when they weren't active. But there were still people missing off the Oregon Trail suspiciously, and yeah, the FBI knew that it was a couple that was doing the killing, but they didn't know who. And yeah, these people had talked nonstop about going up and down the Oregon Trail and meeting people, and yeah, they were meeting people.
Wow.
Kind of like Farmer Vincent Fritters.
Oh, and my brother John, the first time we were there, on day one, when we pulled up in there, all of us kids got out and we ran to the creek, and we were turning over rocks and everything. My brother John turns over a rock, and it's a human skull.
Oh no.
Yeah. So. Oh, and then we found dinosaur bones.
So it really wasn't.
That's cool.
Rock.
No, it wasn't a rock.
So they never actually caught them then, huh?
Nope. Nope. They never did catch them. They were investigating the area, but those people were long gone. As soon as they chased us out, they took off. So, because they knew we were probably going to go to the authorities again. So,
I think AI Mike needs to get his head examined.
Yeah. Let's know.
Amber wants to know if you kept the dinosaur bones.
No, we couldn't keep them because it was the national park, and we weren't allowed to take anything out. And there in California, they check your vehicle. So, yeah.
I want to go to the diamond mines in Arkansas. I think it's Arkansas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you can go. Yeah, that's where I want to go. That's on my list.
Yeah. Yeah, they have
dig for diamonds.
They have a place where you pay like $10 and you can dig all day. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Misty said that she wanted to go find dinosaur bones because it was on her list, and that's what made me think of that. That or crystals in the Gloss Mountain area.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you get to our mountains, you can look for sapphires and jewels.
Yep.
I don't think you'll find much diamond, but rubies and whatnot.
That'd be pretty.
Where's
Actually, I
that
would
at?
love. Oh, sorry.
I would much rather have the rubies and sapphires.
Where is this at?
Mountains of North Carolina.
Hey, Jess, let's go there. I know you said earlier when we were privately chatting that you wanted to run away. Let's go there. Go. We'll go there and hide out in the mountains and.
I said Alaska. You said it was too cold.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, not Alaska. Are you crazy? It's cold. It's colder than
I
Wisconsin.
want to go to Alaska.
No.
You can.
No.
We can take a boat and you can drop me off, and I'll go do. Bigfoot hunt.
We had a guy.
No.
We had a guy hide out in our mountains from the FBI and all the other alphabet agencies. I think he was able to elude them for about 5 or 6 months.
Huh?
Amber wants to know, Jim, can you keep the gems if you find them in them places?
Here you can that in the tourist areas they'll give you a bucket and let you pan the bucket out.
Right.
A little bit of it's kind of touristy. I would be careful which ones I went to.
Yeah.
But even here in the foothills, people who dig wells, for homes and everything, they'll go through whatever the spoils are from those digs to make sure there's not any sapphires or rubies in them.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes they find stuff. Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know about the original gold rush in the United States? It was here in North Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah. The original gold rush.
The guy was he had a friend visit, and the friend said, "What's that over there?" He says, "It's a big rock. I'm using it for a doorstop." And it was a gold brick. I mean, it was in the shape of a stone, but it was as big as a brick.
Yeah.
And he's just using it for a doorstop.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we were camping out in California, we did some creek mining, and we never did find any real gold. All we found was false gold.
Fool's
But
gold.
All right.
yeah, fool's
All
gold.
right.
I still have the jar to this day. It's got a whole bunch of fool's gold in the bottom.
That's still fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, my mom was like, "I'm still keeping it."
There's a place here in Wisconsin, up in the Dells, where you can actually like pan for fool's gold. Yeah.
Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about, Jesse.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember when I was a kid, my parents took us there. I was all excited. It was like they were just waiting. They're like, "We're gonna be rich." And then afterwards, that's fool's gold. What? No, why do you gotta crush a girl's spirit like that?
I want to go find opals.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Yeah.
I just like finding stuff. Even
Yeah.
I mean,
just
if I
rock-
could find
just
$100
strange rocks
bill, I'd
and-
be happy. But gosh darn.
Ooh, shiny rock.
I found a dollar bill the one night when I was out doing my investigations. After I signed off the one night, I come walking up the path and there was a dollar bill sitting there.
I found a $100 bill. I found a $100 bill the first time I ever went to a beach.
Was it nude?
No, it was Mustang Island, down on part of Powder Island, the southern part. We're walking across the dunes, and I saw some paper blowing and getting caught in the weeds, and I ran up to him and I was like, "Oh!"
Sorry.
Of course,
I never find money unless it's like a penny or a dime.
Hey, penny saved is a penny earned.
True. The biggest thing I ever found was on a beach down in Florida, but I didn't dare touch it. It It was about a dozen packages that looked like they weighed about a kilo apiece.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
want
Uh,
to. Didn't
Time to
see
go.
anything.
Time to go. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I know nothing. I see nothing.
right?
I
Yeah.
recovered a money bag from a armored from an armored truck that was driving down the road, and they accidentally left the back door open.
Ooh.
How do you accidentally leave anything like that?
Like,
How-
I bet
Where-
somebody
where's the-
lost their job.
Where's the guy with the shotgun in the back? He fell
Yeah.
asleep, obviously.
just like,
Jeez.
But yeah, I turned it in, and they didn't give me a reward.
No,
$5,000
not
in
surprising.
that thing.
hey Jim, you have a friend that will investigate with you.
I noticed. Yeah, I said, sure, go ahead.
Um, oh my goodness.
All yours. No, thank you.
Um,
You know, I enjoy learning a lot of things. I enjoy exploring, but I learned at an early age you never want to know very much about the mob.
right?
Right. Oh, I've heard some stories.
I bet you have.
No, I
So many
knew
stories.
I knew an old lady that she's passed on now, but when she lived in Lawton. Her husband was a member, so I heard some stories.
I was just about ready to ask Belinda where she was located, and then I remember where she's at. She turned her fireplace on. Man, I had my air
Whoa.
conditioner going and like 15,000 fans on in here. It's well, it's humid and it's supposed to storm again tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, for Belinda, though, winter is coming.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but that's why I was just about to ask her where she's from, and then I remembered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Middle Earth.
Middle Earth. Yeah.
Just
So
love that.
so is Mike doing a live tonight?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I believe his chat's already open, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to have to get going because I'm going to have to get ready.
Yeah. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it a night, and probably hop in there.
No, he
In
was
the
mean
chat.
to me.
Get used to it. He's mean to me all the time.
We do have to hop on
Yeah, we have to go say hi to
To,
Midwest Night Watchers tonight,
Midwest Night Watchers and thank them for sending stickers.
which their show starts right now.
All right.
But
Well, I'm going to let you guys go. Have a great night.
yep,
See you
good
later,
night.
Jess. Love ya.
Later.
We'll see you.
Love
Talk
you
to you
too. Bye.
later.
Yeah,
See you in your next live. Harold,
thanks.
Harold, can I have just a quick minute
Yeah.
backstage with you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, just put me backstage.
All right, we'll do. All right. All right, everybody. Thank y'all for showing up tonight. Thank you for hanging out with us and listening to our crazy stories.
he's got the crazy stories, y'all. I'm just here for the ride, I think.
But yeah, y'all make sure you tune in every Wednesday night on here on YouTube, 8:00 Central, 9:00 Eastern for Bigfoot and stuff.
And then go out and check out Jim's camera at
Yeah.
Don's channel. He's an amazing guy. He likes to be out in nature, filming the creeks and the waterfalls and everything nature. Even he sits out on his front porch, like he says and listens to the birds. It's just an amazing channel.
Oh,
so,
and then make sure you check out Arcane Paranormal World. Jess, she's on every Friday at 9 p.m. Central.
yes.
Yeah.
I just stop and think. And then, of course, AI Mike,
Yeah.
Abnormal Investigations. He has not only one, but 2 shows. And then Wide Open
Adventures.
Yeah. Sorry, Mike. I messed that one up. But they're all pretty good people. And, of course, Mogs and Stevie B and Mogul and Monster, WTF, on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Midwest Night Watchers. Tune into them right now. They're on. So
Yeah. So give
you
them
stop
some
watching
love.
here, you can go Midwest Night Watchers and or
AI
Abnormal Investigations.
Well, that's all I gotta say.
All right. Y'all take care. We'll see you next week. And remember,
Keep squatching and be kind to
and be
everyone.
safe. Good night, y'all.
Whispers in the woods where shadows play. Legends come alive at the break of day. Footsteps echo loud, but no one's there. Bigfoot's lurking in the midnight air. Sovereign house beneath the moonlit gloom. Eyes that shine like fire in a room of doom. Poltergeist dancing, moving through the halls. Ancient secrets breaking through the walls. O.C.S.T, it's more than a name. Bigfoot and stuff, it's a whole new game. Chasing the truth in a silent night. Empowered by the mystery, fueled by the fright. Cryptids in your mind, let your wonder grow. The hidden world is ours to know. From the forest deep to the attic's dust door. O.C.S.T, we're learning to trust. Tracks in the snow where the brave won't tread. Hidden voices calling from the things we've read. The unknown things with a haunting sound. Empowering us as the tales go around. O.C.S.T, it's more than a name. Bigfoot and stuff, it's a whole new game. Chasing the truth in a silent night. Empowered by the mystery, fueled by the fight. O.C.S.T, it's more than a name. Bigfoot and stuff, it's a whole new game. Chasing the truth in the silent night. Empowered by the mystery, fueled by the fight.